Hello,
Hey,
this is Kushna.
this is Joshi, or Josh.
And how important is listening? Like, darn important, right? It's like one of the most important skills that you can have is how to listen. And yet, just listening. It seems like it wouldn't be a fundamental, absolutely like skill that would be one that we'd all be failing at so miserably. We don't seem to really be listening to each other, and it's causing potentially lots of ripple effects throughout society. Or maybe you feel that we are listening amazingly as a society. Maybe there's just too much to listen to, and maybe that's kind of like a utopian thing that everyone would be able to listen to everyone in a city of 1 million and in these kind of mass, big populated societies all interconnected through this interweb. So, listening. What is the value of listening? And is it something that, we just, how do we pick this up? Is it something that just comes? What do you reckon, Krishna?
Well, interestingly, we've got 2 ears, right? So you'd think we double listen than speak, but it seems like everyone's just running off. I feel like it's a taught behavior. If you grew up in an environment where there was selective listening, then, you kind of, and also with, how you're saying the noise, right? We have lots of noise. You have to kind of selectively listen. Otherwise, you'd go nuts trying to take it all in, or be able to take it all in a way that you're just in harmony. So yeah, I feel like if you go to school or if you go to work, right? In the beginning years, whatever you're exposed to is your listening. If it's enforced hey, you need to listen to me because I'm giving you instructions, or it's a life and death, right? So if when you're young, you're not listening to little things, then it could cost your life. So as in, depending on who's taking care of you around you and how quick they are to protect you. So in terms of parenting, yeah, I feel like instilling that listening helps with that, how present they are and if they can follow instructions when it's important to, etc. And also for them to grow into adults that can listen, right?
I think it's fundamentally important to your wisdom. If you can't listen to what's going on around you, really listen and understand it to some kind of degree. We're not going to kind of completely understand everything. There's lots of noises going on all around us. But if you can't listen to kind of what's going on around you, if you can't listen when someone's communicating and kind of act on that in a way that's empowering and that drives your life in a meaningful way, in the direction that you want to live, in a way that you want to do, I think it's just, you can't be, it's fundamental to being smart and intelligent and wise. You can't prioritize your time if you don't know where to concentrate and focus your attention. So priorities, listening, being wise. Being able to listen, prioritize that listening in and focus that listening, being able to scan your environment. So listening is almost like an awareness, right? Even when you're listening to someone's communicating, it's the awareness of what they're communicating. And then how do you take that awareness and prioritize it and take meaning and value from that and take action on that, is then how wise you are. So the better you are at understanding and listening, the better your ability to be wise and kind of act in the moment in a way that actually benefits you and others.
Yeah, because then when you're listening, you're taking in information. But because we all have such different frameworks of the world, our understanding is so different, because you grew up in a different way than I grew up. Everyone grows up differently. So the way I perceive what you say and having to then, listening to it, however, the importance of then clarifying what you've said, how many misunderstandings happen constantly, right? So that beautiful clarifying. So yeah, listen, clarify, listen again, clarify. So it's this beautiful bouncing the bouncy ball on the wall, right? You're constantly having to get feedback in order to be a good listener, because you can listen all you want, but you still have this framework in your mind that perceives it in different angles and different ways.
So ignore those thoughts, pay attention, and have fun. Be honest.
Be present. Yeah. How do you listen best?